As much as I would love to continue that music, we're back. And sorry for the slightly longer than normal break, I wanted to take some extra notes just in case we got a little further than I was expecting. So, here we are on the top of the mountain. Boom! And immediately get to a fight. Fighting the wizards again. Rising Phoenix takes care of most of them. Physical attacks take care of the rest. Now then. More battles! I'm gonna dance this time. The Snowman Rondo. Throw that snowball! Notice the terrain didn't change because this is the terrain you learn Snowman Rondo on. Just as a tip, by the way, in case you hadn't noticed, pretty much every boss, enemy, etc., in here, except with a choice few exceptions, are weak to fire and absorb ice. And this is the Esper that we found in the very beginning of the game. It appears to still be frozen up here, but by interacting with it, it seems to have gone mad. Sailor de Villagramanda, and despite the fact the music has not changed, this is a boss fight. It has 30,000 health. It is weak to fire, absorbs ice, immune to everything else. However, using... No, this one doesn't do that. Okay, feel free to burn it with magic. I'm gonna drill it. I'm gonna blitz it. I'm gonna get Blizzagad. But not for much. This guy has very powerful magic, but his magic stat is pathetic. So don't worry too much. He will, however, freeze your allies. So that's a thing to worry about. Oh, right. Immune to Holy. What was I thinking? Alright, so I'm gonna need someone to cast Fire on Edgar to wake him the heck up. Oh, yes. He will also rasp the heck out of you. Physical attacks do not help very much against this guy, except for key ones. So, yeah. You're gonna want your MP. He's gonna want you to not have MP. You can see the problem. Oopsies, that was the wrong tool to use. Oh well. Between Sabin and Terra... Yeah, okay, I get the picture. Don't use physical attacks, he always counters with that. Fire! Or you could just freeze everybody. It still technically gives me his turn, even though it would matter. So, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and just fire everybody. That's fine. She's one of the few people who totally can handle that sort of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and queue up your Cura, so I can queue this up. Burn. Fire. Oh, she took her turn first. Well, that took care of him! Yeah. Terra's a little bit scary now, and that's why I kind of love her. She's amazing. 7 AP for our troubles. So, humans broke the seal of ice. Humans who possess Magicite. Just who are you? I suppose that's of little consequence. But what of the devastation that fills the air? Could the world of Magi have lasted 1,000 years? That foolish unending war? You would seek to put an end to it. And I shall put my trust in you. And so the Esper we've seen since the very beginning of the game finally joins our side as the Villagramanda Magicite. But in doing that, it seems to have caused some destruction of the mountainside. First, we're going to check out what Villagramanda does. Oh, you already learned Kate Sith thing. Okay. Well, that's great, because Villagramanda is a one-time acquisition rate for Aga spells. Perfect thing to basically keep Terra on for a long, long time. It also knows the spell Try Disaster. Hits enemies with fire, ice, and lightning. Yeah, Villagramanda, very important Magicite to have. Having the Aga spells is huge. It just takes forever and a day. Let's see. You're still doing Zona Seeker. I think I'm going to hold off on Bismarck and switch him to Lakshmi for Kiraga, because I don't know the stats of interact with his tools. However, by interacting with the cliff, you see there's an opening in the cliff. Hop into it. Hop! Alright, once we're down here... Kaboom! You want to be very careful. You might notice little dark spots in this cave. Avoid them. If you touch one, you fall. One of these, didn't expect it right away, has a monster in a box. These monsters are the infamous Toneberries. Very specific strategy needed for these guys. They are weak to fire, they absorb water, but they counter magic attacks, so you want to silence them. Also, they are vulnerable to flash, or in other words, being blinded. They have hit points of 14,001 apiece. So, every time they move forward, they attack. Cura is going to be important. They are vulnerable to silence and slow. Okay, so we're going to slow them as many as we can. Slow, slow, slow. Flash. You might want to silence them before you slow them. Oopsies. And they don't counter the person who attacked them with the magic. Actually, they do. Never mind. Do I have silence on you? I do. Okay, we're going to start with you and work our way down. Looks like the flash took place. Good. They can still hit you. They just have a much lower chance. Do you have slow or silence? You have both. Good. Silence the bottom one. See, it tried to cast Holy and it failed? Yeah. You don't have slow, though. Okay. You're on healing duty. Purely. Now we have one more to cast slow on, and that's the bottom one. Good. Now that they're completely... Not completely as in they're harmless, but they are completely as in that's the most we can do, crowd control, we're going to try and start attacking them. You're going to want to focus fire. Just one at a time. One in the bottom is almost 100% certain going to reach us before we could kill it. So we're going to leave it alone for now and hit the top first. Actually, his AoE would do wonders here. He seemed really dedicated to hurting Mog. Alright, one down, 2 to go. It's gonna be worth it from here on to basically just make him single target fire though, I think. But we'll see. He is still dealing like 2k plus damage. Two down, 1 to go. Got it! Alright, I managed to kill them all before they reached us. Now, if they reached us, what they'll do is basically one-shot one person. And that's the extent of it. So it's not entirely terrifying. It's survivable, especially if you manage to kill at least one of them before they get to you. But what we got is the Minerva Bustier. Special piece of equipment for the ladies in your party. It is very high stats, and it gives a 25% bonus to maximum magic. Yeah, it's a very nice item. Why are you still wearing that? I want you to wear the tiara. And the Man-Eater, I don't know if I want to keep that on you. Let's give you the Enhancer. I don't know why I just chose Optimize, and I just left it as that, and I think that was a terrible choice on my part. Alright. I should have been monitoring her equipment better. But that said, things got done anyway. So yeah, with her enhancement when she trances, I could have been even more powerful. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Let me check. Actually, no. I might have wanted to do that. Say hello to Naughties. There have been very bad things. And we're going to hurt them for it. You monstrous little beasties. Or we could just burn them all in one go. Alright, I meant to change Mog because you learned everything you could from Madouen. Setoplepis or whatever nonsense other people want me to say? No, I refuse. You're still just learning magic up. I don't need MP though. Not for you at least. Alright, that'll do. One of these paths is where I want to take. This is actually a somewhat complicated maze area, so... And I keep not noticing those. So you'll have to forgive me if I get a little lost. New enemies! Also, just spending extra time here will allow enemies to spawn so we can see them on the veldt later if we want to. Snowman Rondo, if you don't mind. Oh, you're gonna trip. Good job. That got him. Levels everywhere. Burn. Wow, all these free green cherries. Also, we're actually getting a significant amount of money. Notice how we still are nowhere near that 300,000 we need to get eventually? Yeah. Ooh, a chest. Oops. Gauntlets, that's right. I meant to look for that. I don't remember what it does. Oh, right. We already had one. It allows you to wield a weapon in both hands. So yeah, if you wanted an extra gauntlet, there's your chance. And Trance is already ready to be used again, so next time we need it, we've got it. Keep an eye on how much gil you get from monsters if you want to find a good grinding spot, because you may need one. Naughties! Burn! I believe I push you. Nope! God damn it. This game. Burn them all. Attack. Dead. As of right now, Mug is not exactly a standout party member. His dances relinquish control of the character, and they don't have overly powerful effects. They've got some nice air of effect abilities, but during a boss battle, you kind of want more control over your characters. So, yeah. This, however, is where we want to go. And if you look at this strange statue, what's with this carving? Looks like bone. Is that thing stuck in its eye socket magicite? Remove the magicite from the eye of the bone carving? Absolutely. Obtained Midgardismur magicite. Uh-oh. It looks like we've upset someone. Is that a Yeti? It is. Say hello to the Yeti. Weak to fire and poison. Vulnerable to darkness, stop, and slow. So we're gonna slow it first. Then we're gonna flash it. And then trance. And then you're going to cure everybody. Do not underestimate friend Yeti. It can be quite terrifying. Against single targets where you have an element that they're weak to, but it's not an element that you're actually... What the hell, Terra? Your thing is dropping like a rock. Anyway, I was about to say why I'm not using Sabin's Aura Cannon. Because, yeah. Maybe it has to do with how long you haven't been in trance. Maybe I'm completely wrong about that. Possible. Wouldn't be the first time I was confused on a mechanic. Uh-oh. It's made itself enraged and energized. Its stats will now be increased. Defense increased, magic defense increased, speed increased, and healing increased. Basically, same fight we were already fighting, just he's a little bit tougher. But not tough enough. Do enough damage and the Yeti goes down. However, do not do this fight without Mog in your party. There's a very important reason for that. You only get 10 gil for the fight, too. I'm your boss, Kupo! You're gonna join us, Kupo! A Yeti with a love for bone carvings, stronger than a Gigas, but a bit unruly. Say hello to Umaru. Umaru joins your party at whatever is your highest level character, I believe. So if you want to wait and not get him yet, and get him later, you absolutely can.
Me, Umaru. Yes, boss. Me, join you.
Umaru, no slouching now, Kupo. Funny thing about Umaru.
Me wait. Big flying ship.
He's a rather unique optional character. In that he is... Yeah, that's how you leave, by the way. In that he is perma-enraged. Every battle you get him in, he starts enraged and stays enraged, and you ain't doing nothing about it. So, you're just gonna have to deal. That means making sure he is as powerful as possible physically at all times. At least I believe he's permanent enraged. It might be a relic that does that specifically for him, but I kind of doubt it. Anyway, that new relic, that new Esper we got, let's check it out. Midgardismur. Abyssal Maw crushes enemies with seismic waves, teaches Quake, Graviga, and Tornado. Quake is of Earth attack against all enemies. Graviga reduces their target's HP by 3/4, and Tornado evokes Scouring Winds that reduce all enemies and allies to critical HP levels. And that level up gives you 30% more health. Basically, you use them for the health up. All these other abilities are not very useful. You can't really get many opponents that gravity spells work well against, and the Earth Elemental spell actually isn't its own element. It's actually non-elemental AoE, which has very, very few uses. So that is not an end-all be-all Esper. But if for completion's sake, we're getting all the Espers we can, and it's nice to round out your spell list if you have the opportunity to do so. And the 30% extra health, which is the actual important part, is huge, especially if you're going for an Atma weapon build on a specific character. Dum, 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 dum. Earth blues, if you don't mind. Stop tripping everywhere! It's adorable and all, but come on. You're clashing with the style. Alright, so next thing we're going to do is we're going to head out of Narshe, get the fuck out of Dodge, and head somewhere else. There's a very important place we want to go, with a very important character. Now, to get said character, you had to do something specific that I made sure to show everybody exactly what to do. If you don't remember what it is, just remember 16%, that hurts. Just remember the floating island. Wink wink, nudge nudge, Bob's your uncle. Yeah. We will be going after that next. So first we're going to get into a battle with leapfrogs. Oh, crap. You actually have to pay attention to these guys. I was expecting them to just fall over. And yes, they have jump. That's why they're called leapfrogs. Oh, right, because there's only one target. It only did the one. Jerks! I'm not sure what that just did. I skipped past it. Oh well. Killed them all. Alright, save up. We're gonna want to hit up an inn of some kind, of some persuasion. So why don't we do that? Is this a town, or is this just a dot? Oh! I want to visit this real fast, so we're gonna rearrange our party so Gao is in our party.
All of you have a spark on your eyes. This old man's not giving up either.
Change party members. Yao. If you wouldn't mind, I will show some of Umaru's stats and the like. Celeste and Terra. Okay. Umaru the Yeti cannot be equipped with anything. He can be equipped with relics. He cannot be equipped with espers. Yep, he's berserk all the time. You can't adjust his stats with espers. You can't give him equipment. He will just attack, 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 and that's it. Don't worry about Celeste. We'll worry about her later.
If you're not a repairman, you've got no business here. Get scram!
Wow.
Come to think of it, I haven't had a repairman in a while. Tough fella. Looked like a big lumbering bear.
Wonder what triggers that event. Never mind. I guess we're not going to do that now. Back in the ship. What we need to do is we need to readjust our party again. Mog, cool as he is, isn't entirely necessary. He's about as strong as he's going to get sans sans specific Esper growth. So really, we can't do much with Umaru, because he's just going to be as strong as he's going to be, except for gaining levels. Gao, we can't do much because he only gets stronger on the Velt, really. Mog is about where he needs to be. Setzer could use some building. Realm could use some new spells, but she's fairly set for now. All the complicated stuff she can worry about later. Strago, we need more blue magic, but the blue magic has been a pain in the ass to get, and it hasn't been working very well for me. So Celeste, Sabin, Edgar, Cyan, Terra, they're our main party so far. So let's keep up. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. We'll go ahead and unequip everyone else and optimize this party. Those not currently in my party, thank you. Alright, first off, Celeste. Do that, and then adjust everything. Force armor. I think the force armor is a much better choice, thank you. Especially if you're going to keep the diamond shield. You forego the enhancer. So why don't we give you a Flame Tongue, just so you have a sword, and it increased magic. And is that really the best helmet I've got for you? That's a lot of lower stats, but that is 5 more magic. I think I'll keep the Magus hat. And if we have the ribbon and gold hairpin there, then I think... Zephyr Cloak is tempting. So yeah, let's get a Zephyr Cloak. Sorry about that, that was my phone. Scared me too. Where's the Hero's Ring? Hero's Ring. Let's give you the Hero's Ring. And you have that already. Lakshmi. Alright, just for the sake of completion, basically. Actually, there are magic available. Magic Whispers available. Did you already learn from Kate Sith? Alright, let's just give her Madeline then. For the sake of learning stuff. Or for getting magic points. Does my party... My party's fully rested. No, it's not. It's not. It's not nearly fully rested. My MP is garbage. Wish there was a place to rest in here. Setzer, of course, has his own room. The arrogant ass. Everybody else is busy. Excuse me, Mog. Let's go find some place that has an inn. We'll rest up and then take care of things. There is something here. That's not something we're going to deal with just yet. Not want to go there. I think this is a town. There we are. A town. Still scared about Death Gaze, but don't worry. We're getting there. Hey, aren't you with returners, right? Me too. Yada yada. Apparently 4 Espers escaped. Yeah, okay. I forgot what he said, so I wanted to double check. Inn. Let's go rest at the inn. Yes, I will be staying. Alright. We will head out, and now our next goal is on the Veldt. Remember that cave that I mentioned earlier today? Yep, that's where we're headed next. Alright, welcome to the Veldt. And the cave on the Veldt. That is the most important thing. Which is called the cave on the Veldt. Oh my! What is that familiar noise? Bow wow! Oh my! Are you trying to tell me to follow you? That looked like Interceptor. But it could be any generic dog sprite in this game, right? Could possibly be Interceptor. Uh-oh. Twin Scythes. Let's deal with them first. Now you might be wondering why I'm not, how do I word this? In this game, it is useful to do equal growths, i.e., to change your party up often, let multiple people level up and learn spells. I've gotten enough spells on characters, but levels, not so much. There's a reason why I'm not worried about that. 1, we've still got a lot of the game left. 2, as characters level up, what's going to happen is I'm going to have people split up in multiple parties. Like this party right here is going to could be split up in multiple parties. So they'll be strong enough to handle the random encounters, and the other folks who are weaker are going to level up very quickly because they'll be encounters with a lot of experience gained. So I'm not worried. Folks are going to have their limelight. got it. So we managed to ambush that enemy and got 7 AP for fighting it. Yeah. This place is good for that sort of thing. We also found the Berserker Ring. This might be the ring I was thinking of. Where is it? Oh, I think that's specific to Umaro. Let's go to the items. It's the relics. Where is it? It's here somewhere. I'm just not seeing it. Berserker Ring, here we are. Deep Crimson Ring that absorbs fire damage, equip on a Yeti, and see what happens. So it's got, so I think other characters can equip it, by the way that description sounded. Let me double check. Nope. It is only for our Yeti friend. It absorbs fire, because he does lack a lot of equipment that would make it very difficult for him in fire encounters. But it does exactly what it sounds like. It renders him berserk. When 3 of us went to go hunting on the velds, we always ran across a boy dressed in hides. For some reason, that boy never shows up when all 4 of us are out there together. There are huge dinosaurs in the forest north of the veld. They're incredibly strong. That's something we're going to deal with eventually, don't worry. There's no way a human could defeat one, but sure would be something to brag about if you did. They always leave me here so they can try and befriend that kid. I don't want to go hunting with them anyway. You just have these 4 guys huddled around a fire where random encounters can happen at any moment. Fun. I want to fight that Chimera thing again. That was a lot of AP. I want it. Not these single twin scythes. I mean, 2 AP per fight, not bad, especially when it's as easy as that. But still, it's the principle of the matter. Move around a little bit and you'll find a monster in a box. By the look of what I have, this isn't terribly difficult fight. It is with a Death Warden. I won't even transform for this, I don't think. It looks undead enough, it's probably weak to the same thing every undead is. Holy and Fire. Burn, burn. Down it goes. And for our troubles, we get a Tiger Fang. New equipment, finally, for Sabin. Long, incredibly sharp fighting claws. A huge boost of attack, but it also grants him magic stamina, speed, and strength. Actually, a significant amount of magic. So, thumbs up. You definitely want to come here and get that. There's one more very important item we have in here that we're going to be looking for. I just figured we'd physically attack him since he had his back turned. We have to find the Doge, who sounds very, very similar, at least, to our old friend Interceptor. Okay. This is where things get a tiny bit more complicated. Double twin scythes? Whatever am I going to do? I wasn't ready for 2 of them. Oh no. I'm gonna burn them, like I do to everything else. Hey, Edgar gained a level. He probably got more strength because of that. What's your strength look like? 46. Oh no, you're doing Lakshmi, never mind. So your stamina got higher. What is your stamina like? Stamina's only 39. You might notice just barely at the top of the screen, something moved. Go up here and you will find a door. Or at least an entrance to a door. No my! That is definitely Interceptor and Shadow. Move around here and we will get to a save point where we will absolutely take advantage of. Burn them, burn them, burn them, burn them, burn them. If you're wondering why Sabin's fire, no MP cost fire attack is dealing more damage than Celeste casting fire on a party, well, there's a couple of reasons for that. One, the fire spell splits its damage whenever you multicast it. Unlike the Rising Phoenix, which is already an AoE attack, it doesn't split its damage at all. Secondly, the magic stat, the multiplier, I should say, for the spell is different than for Fyra. And 3, just cuz. Don't worry, this no way indicates that Celeste is somehow weaker than Sabin. Sabin has a very specific advantage, and that is an advantage I am taking advantage of. But that, for now, that's it. Celeste will outstrip Sabin eventually. Don't you worry. I need to see what some of my progress is on these spells. Lakshmi, almost half. You're not learning anything, you're not learning anything. Villigamunda, almost half. That's right, they both start at the same time. Alright, we're getting there. Not quite there yet, but we're getting there. And Edgar notices it right away. Yes, bow! These wounds are awful. Oh my! Ambushed! By the Behemoth King. Now, the Behemoth King is weak to fire and poison, absorbs ice, and slow and stop. Both work on it. Since we have a slow spell, let's use it. We're also going to need to heal, probably? Not really. Drill. Now, I'm not going to go all out against this thing. There's a reason for that. Give it some time. You'll find out. There's actually something I missed here, now that I think about it. I need to go back and get it. It only has 19,000 hit points, so don't worry. It will fall. Burn. See? Piece of cake. Something's coming from behind. Another monster appears. Say hello to the Behemoth King. This one, however, is undead. Is also immune to slow and stop. So, yeah, you're gonna have to come up with a different strategy if that was part of your main strategy for dealing with it. Fyra! Fyra. Yep! But it drops like a sack of potatoes if you hit it with the right spells. And we got 2 behemoth suits, something that'll be very useful for certain characters later. We can't do anything with his wounds here. Let's fly back to Thamasa on the double. No, I need to go back. I missed something. No! Curse you! Alright, so we're gonna fly back to Thamasa. We're gonna drop off our buddy, Shadow, so he can heal up. I don't know why we're specifically going there, as opposed to, all the other cities that are in the area. I mean, Ishidor would have been fine, I would think. I guess we're taking him back to where Realm and Strago are from, because he sort of had an affinity for Realm, but that's about it. Must be having a nightmare. You came to try and stop me. I'm sorry, but I can't turn back, boy. Stay here with my daughter. You both deserve to live in peace. All we can do now is wait. Rest will help.
you feeling? It's only a scratch. I've had worse, and I've got this guy to watch over me. Well, that's all we can do for now, but there is something we want to do that's very important. We have to get the hell out of here and back to the cave on the veldt. I missed something. Looks like a giant bat. Talking about Death Gaze. Let's give the quick look, so I don't think we've been to Thamasa yet. Fairy ring. Reflect, jeweled. Princess, protect, peace, angel. The usual. Ebbett's Rock is above water for the first time in 50 years. Head north of town, you should be able to see it. Something we'll worry about later. After the cataclysm, I woke to find myself all alone in Doma Castle. When I tried to sleep there, monsters came for me in my dreams. Oh, it still frightens me just to think of it. Some important information. Apparently sleeping in Doma Castles causes something wrong to happen. It's hard to believe it's only been a year since the cataclysm. Feels like it's been ages. Thankfully, Thamasa seems, comparatively speaking at least, to have gotten away unharmed. Let's check its weapon and item shops in case they have anything new. If not, then it's off to the cave in the veldt again. Ooh, mystery veils. Female dancer veil. Let's get at least one of those. Circlets, black cowls, luminous robes, and diamond vests. Shines with a mysterious inner light, and we'll get a single circlet. Let's see what these helmets look like for our folks. Boost the wearer's attributes, less magic, but everything else gets boosted. Mystery veil, less magic, but higher speed and stats. Let's go with the circlets, because the tiara is better, essentially at least. And what kind of weapons do you have? The Da Vinci brush, brush for realm, standard artist brush. There's the holy and gravity rods. You have the viper darts, which you already have. Golden spear, man-eater, some shurikens, some fuma shurikens, if you want to buy those. Fuma shurikens are actually really good. I'm gonna buy like 20 of them, so that our friend Shadow has a way to fight. And yes, Shadow is in our party, but not officially recruited just yet. So yes, what I was being coy about earlier, you had to go ahead and do the events that I did when you were at the floating continent to make sure Shadow would show up. If you didn't, he would have died on the floating continent with no way to get out, sacrificing his life to try his best to stop Kefka and prevent him from destroying the world even more than he already did. Now we just need to hop into the cave on the veldt, because there was a very important item that I missed. Just auto-attack my way through if I have to. Just gonna auto-attack my way through. There's an item somewhere here that we're supposed to get before we went to talk to our friend that we need very, very much. Normally I wouldn't come here to get an item like this, and I would probably do it off screen even, unless, except for this one is in particular extremely important. I think I need to go this way. I think my mistake was going right for the exit when I opened that door. Because we found Ichigeki. You might remember something about a woman mentioning something itchy that there's someone else has found very important. Yep. Ichigeki is that item. Now, if you did not save our friend Shadow, something interesting could happen. If you follow certain events over the course of the game, do something very specific, there's actually a secret character that not everyone knows about that could replace Shadow. Who's
could this character possibly be? Well, the only other character we've really had in our party in the game is, well, Leo joined our party, but he's most assuredly dead. He died before the Cataclysm. We buried him. Now, who else could possibly have existed that we have that was in our party but didn't die? Bannon. We haven't seen Bannon, so it's possible it's him, but it's not. Bannon is long gone. Mysteriously, I might add. So who else was there? Biggs and Wedge. That's right, one of them, Biggs or Wedge, I can't remember off the top of my head which one it is, can join your party. I've actually done it in a playthrough before. It's very interesting. There's some slightly convoluted things you have to do to get him, I believe. But yeah, he has no skills. He's just a base character. He has no special stats, no nothing. So we're gonna stop by here, next to the Colosseum, because we're gonna go ahead and stay at the inn, rest up, and head on out. Now then, you may be wondering, what exactly are we going to do at the Colosseum? Well, we need to bet something. You see, the Colosseum is interesting. It's not something I've gone over just yet. What you do at the Colosseum is you walk in, you bet on a piece of equipment. Yes, that is a piece of equipment. And then you get into a fight. A fight where you have no control over the character. And if you win said fight... Oh, I didn't expect that thing to just die. If you win said fight, I should hop back into my airship. What am I doing? Win said fight, you eat... I think you get the item back, you might not. And then you get an improved item. It's a kind of a complicated mess, what items improve, what don't. I don't know the chart off the top of my head, it's not something I'm concerned about yet. We're not really doing this to improve a specific item, we're doing this because a certain character's interested in one of our items. And our old friend Ultros! Me, the great and noble Ultros, reduced to work in a receptionist in a stinking Coliseum. Oh yeah. You better not bet on any cheap crap or Mr. Typhon will have to teach you a lesson. That's right, remember Typhon? He's in charge here. The more valuable the item you wager, the better your prize will be if you win. Also, the more dangerous the opponent. All battles in Coliseum are one-on-one auto battles. I'm an Imperial soldier. Probably the last one alive. Pass along a secret to a friend of yours with the bandana. Talk to the Emperor twice. It's a hint to finding the place where Emperor Gastal hid some legendary treasure. No idea what it means. Care to fight in the Colosseum? With pleasure. What we're going to do is find the Ichigeki. Where is it? Oh, it might be at the very bottom of the list. I love this music. The Ichigeki may randomly dispatch an enemy on a hit, and you see that you will fight Shadow. So choose a combatant. I'm gonna go ahead and choose Sabin. And it'll be an auto fight. You have no control over it. It's actually a very easy auto fight, however, because Shadow neglected to put on any equipment. Don't Osmos, you ass! I'm gonna let this go. I'm not gonna speed it up. We're gonna just have to experience this. But they will use any of their abilities. They could physically attack, they could use a blitz, they could use any of the spells they have available to them. There are some people who min-max a specific character to do stuff here. But for defeating Shadow, we get the Ichigeki. And what are you doing here? The only thing I know how to do. I'm fighting. Why don't you come with us? Why don't you come with us? Perhaps I should. Alright. It's time to put my skills to the ultimate test. And with that, Shadow officially joins our party. We're gonna need to give him quite a bit of things because we only got him as a temporary party member up until this point. However, if you accomplish everything you set out to do, Shadow has now become a permanent party member. Yes, we're gonna go ahead and put him in our party, but only for a little while. The next thing we have to do will involve him being in our party, yes, but not in the same way that it is now. Let's go ahead and optimize his equipment. Yes, the Ichigeki is the best he's gonna wield. However, you might have noticed a lot of his weapons manage to dispatch an enemy in one hit if you hit with them. So, if we use the Genji Glove, and then, actually, Maneater is also good. Edgar, instead of the Gigas Glove, I'm gonna let you wield Hyper Wrist. Then Shadow, I'm gonna have you wield the Gigas Glove. There we go. Now his attack power is through the roof. He is kinda terrifying. You're gonna be using him for a lot of physical attacks, even though his throw is a very good ability. Building him like this as basically a sort of a second lock is how I tend to build him. And plus, he's a ninja, he should be dual wielding. Bismarck is what you want to keep on him from now on, and his level is decent, so he's a pretty damn good party member. He's actually going to be our 4th party member in our main party for now, sort of. So next thing we want to do is we want to take the wheel and head out. Because, let me change the page of my notes real fast. We want to go to the North Peninsula of the Southern Continent. I believe that's this one. Yep, alright. So that little place in the center of that little set of mountains is our goal for next time. I'm afraid I don't want to start this right away because this dungeon is actually a really difficult and long one. And we're going to go ahead and take care of that next time. For now, that is the end of today's stream. You see, because my name is Lamar Haven, and I stream Monday through Friday starting at 10 a.m. PST. This is 1 p.m. Eastern. Tuesday, Thursdays, I stream what you've seen here. Final Fantasy VI Advance. The improved version, with improved colors and the wonderful music from the SNES version. Can I just say I love playing this game on stream? I do a lot to try and be informative with what I know. It helps me refresh myself on a lot of the wonderful stuff I've done with this game, and it's just so good. So many interesting characters, so many interesting builds. So much fun. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, I stream Suikoden 3 Blind, as chosen by you, the viewers. The game is getting to me a bit, I'll be perfectly honest. It is a slow game. Very, very slow. But I'm okay with that. I think coming back to it tomorrow, we'll be able to get more into the meat of it with Chris, and I think half the problem, or more than half the problem, maybe like 90% of the problem was Thomas. We're never doing Thomas's chapters again, they're optional. And oh god, we're staying away from those. So hopefully, things will pick up. However, Final Fantasy VI gets cross-posted to my YouTube. Speaking of YouTube, you can either find a link on screen or a link below the stream to my YouTube channel. On YouTube, I have a YouTube-specific series. That is BioShock 2. Join the Big Daddy Delta as we search the ruins of Rapture for his missing little sister. Things are picking up in the story. We're actually getting close to finding our little sister. What are the consequences for that going to be, I wonder? Tune in this week to find out. So, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you folks next time.